I did not think this miner would weigh 64, 65 pounds. Absolutely insane. Let's see how much this thing weighs without the box. This thing weighs 57.45 pounds without the box. This is extremely heavy. I think an Antminer L9 is like 35 pounds. This one's 57 pounds, man. I could barely lift this thing onto my shipping scale that I got here. Absolutely wild. Hey guys, Red Pill Mining here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day this video. All right, my friends, I have just received a new Volcminer D3. This is a Scrypt miner, and the hash rate that this apparently can achieve is about 20 terahash at about 3560 watts. We will verify that today at the wall. We will test this thing out, and I do want to do some hash rate giveaway from this thing, so stay tuned on how to participate in that. They sent me this funky power cable, which I obviously cannot run. I believe it's some 5-pin, like 3-phase cable here, which goes into C19 plugs here, which the new Volcminer D3 here is equipped with 2 C20 input plugs here. So yeah, that's how we're gonna power it. I do have my own C19, C20 cables we're gonna power this thing on later. But just like a quick first look of this thing. So I don't see any Volcminer branding on this. I like that it's all black, as you guys can see, like anodized black here. I don't know if you can tell on the camera here, but at the top here, looks like we're gonna have the control board, which I do want to open up here in a sec. Let's just take a look around here. There is the 2 4-pin like Molex style power connectors for these 140 mil fans. Okay, these are not 120. Just by looking at it, these look like 140 mil fans, and I have a 120 mil fan just to give some context there. Yeah, these are 140 mils on the new Volcminer D3 20 gigahash model. So this one is supposed to compete against, I think, the AlphaPex DG2 and also the, I guess, maybe canceled now, Bitmain Antminer L9. We will do some efficiency calculations later, which I'll compare against like an L9 17 gigahash model versus this 20 gigahash model, Volcminer D3. Now, I thought this was cool, this power button. I've never seen a power button like this on an ASIC miner. Off and then on. That's a pretty nice switch, but let's go on the back here. Okay, on the back of the Volcminer D3, pretty standard looking back. 2 more Martech fans, 140 mil fans on the back. Cables go through the side here, power supply, exhaust here. Okay, I'm gonna take off the lid because when it was shipped to me from Dubai, all right, this is shipped to me from Volcminer. Thanks to them for shipping this to me for review. I don't get to keep this, I just get to keep this for a little while to test it and showcase this to you guys. But yeah, Volcminer was at their Blockchain Life conference in Dubai. They were just an exhibitor, and they were showing off the new Volcminer D3. Anyways, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's, yeah, 2 more on the side here, 5, 6, and I think there was 2 more on the back here, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 screws to be able to take off this top panel here. So let me just, let me take this off real quick. Okay, here's the last screw, 8 screws. All right, let's take out the top cover. And the main reason why I'm taking off the cover is because when I was taking it out of the box, I did hear something metal moving inside. So I don't know if, you know, in shipping, sometimes there's damage of some sort or, yeah, oh, look at that, right away. One of the cables was removed. Oh, and look at this. This one's like barely on there. It's like, it's kind of shifted off. So in shipping, oh, this definitely, yeah, this was definitely loose. Are these ones loose? Yeah, kind of. Oh, wait, 2 removed. Look at that, 2 were removed from right here on this side of the control board. Would you look at that? So actually, it's a good thing that I took this out. Yeah. Oh wow. Good thing I checked. What is this? I see a broken thing here. Oh, I see. It was from the clip. Yeah, it looks like that snapped off. There's a clip on these ribbon cables, so that's okay. Should still work. Okay, so just first impressions other than the cables loose there. I do see the bus bars here, and actually that looks kind of funky. Is my eyes not straight? This doesn't look too straight. These bus bars look like they're they're kind of like shifted more to the right onto the top here. Then it goes like, you guys see that? As well as over here. I wonder if the, oh, you know what? Oh yeah, the hashboards, actually everything looks like it's shifted. This hashboard has definitely shifted. Oh, I wonder if there's damage here because, yeah, if these came out, oh, okay. All right, I'm kind of afraid of turning this on now. Actually, you know what? I think it's completely broken. Look at that, the bus bars are moving. I don't even think it's attached to the hashboards. It's completely ripped off. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna, you know what? We're gonna unscrew the bus bar because I don't feel safe. Yeah, I just looked inside like on this angle. I don't think the camera will do justice, but it looks like they're completely off from the hashboards. Like on these three, like I think shipping damage, I think we got some massive shipping damage here. Yeah, I don't wanna turn this on until I verify if this bus bar completely just snapped off of the hashboards or if it's meant to be like that, which I don't think it's meant to be like that. Yeah, so if, okay, so I took it off here from the power supply. Oh, look at that. Oh boy. Oh, that's not, that's not good. It just came off just like that. Yeah, look at that. You can see the hashboards kind of like shifted here. They're not like straight with each other. So, oh, I think the metal, look at that. There's like screws, I think, that go in there. So did the screws come out of the hashboard? Okay, I'm gonna put that piece down and oh my gosh, you know what? We're gonna take off this one as well. Okay, last screw. Okay, the second bus bar. Oh, I'm gonna take it out here, and man, that does not look good. That is not good. Oh, okay, this, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good thing. I actually took off the cover and just made sure and verified before I even turned this thing on. I probably would have had a smoke show, to be honest with you guys. Did you guys see that? Yeah, shipping, yeah, this one completely just, this bus bar got completely knocked off. And then this one here, this piece came out. Oh man, that's rough. Did this power supply get wrecked? No, looks like that's okay. But the ribbon connectors, looks like it's snapped there. Look at that, you see it's a bit of piece broke off here. And yeah, these are not doing too hot. I mean, yeah, these ones broke as well. Just the clips. Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna take out all these. I'm gonna take out all the clips here and just remove all the ribbons. Yeah, you know what? I wanna make sure, like, before if I try to turn this thing on, actually at this point I don't think I can even turn this thing on because this bus bar, look at that. Okay, yeah, see, look at that. See this, there's a bit of okay, there's a lot of play here. All right, okay, Volcminer, that's not good. I hope you guys fix that because look at that. I can turn it like this, right? Look at that. So where are the screws that hold down the bus bars initially? Wait a sec. Wait, this one. Okay, where are the screws that go there, 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 and there? Was it just like freestanding? I mean, it shouldn't be like that, but you know what? All right, I'm gonna have to, looks like I gotta remove the back and then we're gonna slide out all the hashboards. Yeah, because that's not good. Okay, so got the 4 screws off the back. I don't need to take out the fans. So this part just pulls off like this. Okay, remove the 2 Molex fans as well. Okay, so we are in the back of the Volcminer now, back access. So first impression, looks like we got massive heat sinks here on each hashboard. So I wanna slide one out, but before I do that, so there's one of the bus bar, I don't know what this is, like a bus bar link. And I don't know if these were like glued on or something like that, but they completely snapped off. I don't think they were screwed into the hashboard, but let me just take this out. Let's just take this board out. Okay, so that looks pretty easy. I see a lot of thermal paste on here. I don't want to get my hands. Okay, yeah, it looks like I can wipe it off. All right, I don't want to get any on my hands, but here we go. This hashboard is not coming out nicely. Looks like there's a screw underneath here. Looks like that's holding it in. Looks like there's a few screws that might be holding this board, this top part in. So, all right, let me figure out how to get that out because I can't pull this out. Okay, wasn't able to get it off, but I was able to shift it more. I got that one screw out. So now this whole hashboard can come out now. So this is where the part is. Look at that. So this bus bar part just completely snapped off, and also on that side as well. So let me just take out this whole hashboard actually. Let's just take this whole thing out. Oh, pretty nice. Oh, it's actually not that long. So actually it looks like the Volcminer D3 shell is much longer than the hashboard itself. So maybe that's why it shifted so much. There wasn't any like a stopper to prevent the hashboard from moving, you know. I think that's why this thing broke. Obviously, I think it's because this is a demo. They didn't work out all the kinks on this, but let me just put this hashboard down now. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Pretty hefty black heat sinks on this side, another heat sink on the other side as well. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to take out the heat sinks here. I mainly wanted to look at this part right here. So this bus bar piece looks like it just snapped off. Okay, normally it's like this, right? But I didn't see any screws inside. Looks like there's a hole there, hole for this as well. But I was just looking at this. Looks like it was like mated onto it, you know, like this. Just like these two right here. Okay, these three, the other three haven't made it onto the hashboard, and there was supposed to be another bus bar on this side, which you guys saw. Okay, this one's completely snapped off. Yeah, you see that? They all snapped off. Looks like they were all together, but because in shipping, it looks like it just, everything shifted and it just snapped off. The whole bus bar from the hashboards there. Oh, brutal, man, brutal. That is insane. That's actually one of the first times that happened to me. I guess it kind of makes sense because it's shipped from Dubai, but another thing is there was a lot of play, which I hope they fix that. There was a lot of play inside here, which obviously shifted everything, right? So Volcminer, if you do watch this later, hopefully you guys get that all sorted out for your new model here. Obviously everyone watching knows that this is a demo, and hopefully they rectify that issue. But hey, great to see the inside here. I love that there is a lot of heat sinks here on both sides of the hash boards. I guess for 20 gigahash, it needs ample cooling, hence the 4 140 mil fans. A lot of heat sinks, airflow going through them. I can see that cooling down pretty good on this miner, but unfortunately I can't turn it on this video and give you guys hash rate unless they tell me, unless there's some way I could, mate this thing back onto the hash board somehow. I don't have any soldering machine or anything like that, but you guys let me know in the comments if there's some way I can bring it back to life, but probably not. Looks like I'm gonna have to ship this out back to Volcminer. Man, that's sad. I was really excited to turn this thing on and test out to see if we could get, 20 gigahash on this thing, but I guess not. Okay, I was talking with Mr. Lukewarm Mining, or Lukewarm Tech. He's an ASIC repair guy, basically, YouTuber as well. I sent him some pictures and we were talking, and he said, Red Panda, you know what? You may be able to try and fix it yourself. You don't have to solder anything. So I had a lot of questions. So we talked back and forth, and ultimately, I don't think it's safe for me to do what we were talking about. So I did find some screws, because none of these hash boards where the bus bars soldered on the hash board, basically, they were not screwed in. So these little metal brackets, there was one that was here and one that was here, and there was no screws for these. As you guys can see, that's why it basically snapped off. You can see some of the remnants of, I think, that was soldered on there, as you guys can see there. No screws though. So we were almost going to, attempt it, but then Mr. Lukewarm said, Rependa, what about, could you take a picture of the back for me? All right, make sure that if it's copper, then that's not going to work, because then the screw is gonna short the whole board. So it looks like it is copper back here. He told me some Bitmain units, they have like a plastic washer so that, the screw doesn't have contact to the back, basically, so not to short the whole board. I don't have anything like that. I'm not willing to try that, and I don't wanna cause a fire or anything like that. But yeah, this is ultimately a shipping error, and I think also maybe because it's a demo unit, I think Volcminer, they didn't have spacers or anything to stop the hash boards from moving, because there's a lot of play here. Okay, like I showed you guys earlier, there's a lot of play. Like, look at that. There's a lot of play for it to just move around. And so all, you know, this thing was heavy. You guys saw like 57, 58 pounds or something like that. And all that weight, you know, was on basically the bus bars. All right, so it would just, in shipping, all the weight when it was moving, like, you know, back and forth, the hashboards snapped off. So that's why. If there was some like stopper, you know, right here, because the hashboards aren't that long, as you guys can see, it's not the full length of the Volcminer here. If there was some stopper to make sure it didn't move around or have any sway, it wouldn't have broke. So I'm definitely going to tell Volcminer that, and yeah, I guess I'm just going to put everything back together and then send it back out to Volcminer to fix, because I'm definitely not going to attempt what Mr. Lukewarm said, you know, because this is copper, I don't want it to short. The screw's not grounded, so it's not, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to attempt that. Anyways, I'm probably going to make this like a members only video. So unfortunately, I can't do any hash rate giveaway, but what I can do is give away Bitcoin hash rate. All right, so just comment down below, all the members that watch this video, I'll do 24-hour giveaway hash rate from an S19K Pro. So comment down below, get your guys' comments. I'll choose the winner in like 24 hours after this video is uploaded. Okay, my friends, well, that's the Volcminer D3 in pieces, because it ultimately didn't survive in shipping. And to be honest, like, the shipping looked pretty good. Like, the packaging, it had a lot of padding. There was a decent amount of padding here. But I guess it wasn't enough. I guess shipping from Dubai, there must have been a lot of movement, and so it just blew up, I guess, in the box. Okay, well, I guess the real review of the Volcminer D3 ain't coming out until I get it back, essentially, or I don't know if Volcminer is going to send me another one back. But anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts down below for the 24-hour Bitcoin hash rate. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out. Yeah, all right, gonna have a fun time putting this back together. 2 bus bars. Brutal, man. Just brutal.